All right, so I thought we'd do this whole thing. This is about the Gaming HQ, multimedia community, of course. So this is news about the EA Skate Isle of Grom access model. Now, this is brand new. Isle of Grom access model triggers community backlash, of course. Season 3, Season 3 of Skate has ignited controversy ahead of its March 10th release, launch, whatever. With players accusing publisher EA, Electronic Arts, and developer Full Circle of walking back earlier assurances that post-release maps would not be paywalled. Come on, it's EA. What did we expect? At the center of the dispute, Season Three's headline location, Isle of Grom, which will introduce a uh, tired, tiered, tiered, time-dependent access structure. Critics argue that the approach undermines the spirit of the game's free-to-play positioning and contradicts previously communicated messaging, which, if you don't know, EA basically said, no post-release maps or any bits of the map currently would ever be free to play. Cool, amazing, great, but they went back on it. And here's how they went back on it. How Isle of Grom access will work. Full Circle outlined the following access structure for Isle of Grom during Season 3. March 10th to April 14th. Unlimited daily access reserved for players who purchase Skate Pass. Free. Oh, Lord, I was fucking correct, wasn't I? I was so fucking correct. I was so correct. I literally fucking said that this game is the definition of greed. And at some point in the future, it will be proven. Hello? Right here. All right. And then from the 14th of April to May 5th, the island becomes temporarily temporarily available to all players as part of a limited time event, multi-week long event, this and that. Which, cool. I'd love to play on the Isle of Grom, even if it's for a little bit. All right. May 5th to June 2nd, free-to-play players can enter by purchasing 24-hour pass using 500 earnable RIP chips. In their version, that made no sense. All right, when I read their version, EA's version, all right, that made no sense to me. I was thinking, 500 earnable RIP chips means that this is what you can earn from the Isle of Grom, which wouldn't make too much sense to me. But yeah, the final phase in particular has drawn criticism. Yeah, I think that's a bit predatory. Um, so the final phase in particular has drawn criticism. Players argue that requiring in-game currency for temporary access effectively rents the map, setting a precedent that future locations could follow similar monetization structures. It's EA. What did we fucking expect? Trust and messaging under scrutiny. The controversy escalated after community members pointed to earlier public-facing statements suggesting that maps would not be locked behind paywalls. References to FAQs and Discord messaging have circulated widely within the player base. On February 19th, EA acknowledged that changes can occur during early access development, noting that flexibility is sometimes necessary while refining the experience. However, this response has done little to quell concerns, with many framing the issue as a matter of trust rather than pricing alone. It's fucking true. All right? The pricing is egregious, but where's the fucking trust? You said nothing. You said that all, and you said all. You never made a distinction that, it can change in the future. You said all maps. All maps. So post-launch maps, what's currently in the game, not the Isle of Grom, but what's currently in the game, the big map, no parts of it will ever be locked behind a paywall. You said that. EA, you said that. You never once made a distinction of, it might have to be paid at first because we're trying to refine it so that way it's okay when we relaunch it for everyone and everyone can play on it. No, because you're doing this whole thing where 14th through the 14th of April to the 5th of May, all right? you're doing the island becomes temporarily available to all players set as part of a limited time event. So it's not. It's not to refine it. It's not to make it so it's great. All right. It's to fuck up the common player. The common player of Skate is free to play. I play the game from. I play the game mainly free to play. I don't buy a lot of things. I bought like one thing, and yeah, that's it. Like but anyway, the debate highlights the ongoing tension between evolving monetization strategies and player expectations in live service free-to-play titles. Season 3 additions beyond Isle of Grom, this is a bit of news as well. Despite the dispute, Season 3 will introduce additional updates, including branded skate pass such as Adidas-themed cosmetics, store adjustments and bundle restructuring, a new premium plus bundle, whatever plus bundle, a new premium plus bundle tier, gameplay updates and seasonal content expansions, whatever that means. Skate entered early access in the September of 2025, has completed 2 quarterly seasons. Season 2 titled Future Radical ran from December 2nd through to March 3rd. Player retention concerns. Recent player data suggests that engagement has cooled significantly since launch. Current Steam concurrent peaks hover around 2,000 players, representing an estimated 98% drop. God damn! 98! I didn't think it was that high. I knew the play count was bad, but I didn't think it was that fucking high from September 2025's high point. While fluctuations are common during early access cycles, the Isle of Grom dispute arrives at a sensitive moment. Full Circle has stated that Skate will remain in early access for at least a year, through no firm 1.0 release date, though no firm 1.0 release date has been announced. Whether the Season 3 rollout rebuilds momentum or further strains community trust, remains to be seen. Yeah, it's come on, like it was fucking obvious. And I said in a previous video, I said in a previous video that EA is going. I said in my video called Skate is a EA Skate is a greedy mess. I said this. I said this exact point. Right now it's bad, but later on it'll be proven. Here. And all the comments underneath that video disagree with me. They're talking about something different. You know, one person was even talking about why does the character have a BBL? I don't know. But that's not the point I was trying to make. The point that I was trying to make is that EA, as we all know, is a commonly fucked company that just says one thing and then does the opposite. Battlefront 2 is a prime example of that. But yeah, I read the whole thing in full. But if you want to deduct your own research and stuff like that, I'll leave the links. I'll leave the link to this page in the description if you want to make your own video on it. But yeah, it's like, how fucking dare you? And mind you, this is kind of old news. No, it's not. It's like a day old now. It came out yesterday. It's like, of course this was going to happen. It's EA. And I didn't expect anything less from EA. I really didn't. I think that EA being the way that it is, kind of like, yeah. And this looks like AI, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out here. This looks like AI. It doesn't look like actual art. I don't know, but that's the actual like thing for the cover. So, but yeah, who is surprised? Who is? I'm not. I wasn't surprised. The backlash was like inevitable, and of course this was gonna happen. Of course it was gonna happen. Like what? And no one fucking believed the word that I said. Everyone's just like, "You're crazy, dude. Like, why are you angry? Why are you so triggered?" Like, and someone told me to get friends and play the game. I do play the game with friends sometimes. Not all my friends play it though. Not all my friends can play it. You know, because either they don't have a computer that's powerful enough to play it, or they don't have they don't have a console where it's available. Which sucks. But you know, and it's just like it's just like yeah, it's yeah. Like no one's surprised by this information, and people are crowding them on Twitter. And I'm not surprised by that either. You can't make a statement saying that post-release and current release maps will be free to play, and then proceed to go back on that. Because once again, it does fuck up the trust of, it does fuck up the trust of your community. People who really want to see your game do well, and I want to really see this game do well. I have a real passion for Skate, but honestly, I'm just thinking of going no more. I'm thinking of just going, yeah, you know what, Skate, I'm done. You know, I don't want to play it no more. Which would suck. Because I spent a lot of time grinding Skate. Like grinding XP and stuff like that. Though, be fucking weird. Don't be weird. But I spent a lot of time doing that, and it's just like okay. But yeah, it's just annoying. That this part particularly down here, trust and it's just the trust that you're like more than the money, because the money is like something that we obviously expected from EA. But why do we ever have trust in EA to begin with? I never did. As per one of my first videos on Skate, not my Skate review, but my first proper video on Skate, where it's just I said it's a greedy mess, and that it will be proven later, and that I will be proven right. It's a Markiplier situation all over again. In this case, I'm Markiplier, and Skate is hunting. Suck a dick. I was correct the entire time. And like obviously I was. Obviously I was correct. Obviously. Like obviously I was fucking correct. Like who would have thought for a second that I wouldn't have been? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Um but anyway, I guess that will do it for this video. I just kind of want to make a quick little video on this. But make of this as what you will. Make of this as you will, like the Isle of Grom access and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Good luck. Good luck and goodbye. Oh yeah, and like and subscribe.